love music. I'll never step away from music. It's such an important part to me as a human being and as a soul. I think that for my entire life I was a very disturbed person for one reason or another. And I think those tumultuous experiences emotionally in my life came from many places, but they all sort of like came together in one place, and that was in music, as crazy as it were. And at first I really didn't know what that meant, and I didn't know how to use it or how to even really relate to it. I just kind of experienced it in like listening to music as a kid when I would be really emotional or sad and having really intense experiences, whatever experience it was. I recognized it to be important and something of value. And then over the years I developed a skill to actually partake in music, right? And I think it all came from a place of needing to heal and wanting to heal and having that be sort of a direct connection to that sort of thing. Busking and the communities that come from that phenomena of street performance are quirky and extremely cool. The people you find in those places are just some of the coolest people you'll find anywhere for so many reasons. They're smart and quick and funny and engaging, and that's just to begin. So I think it's necessary to be some of those things, at least have some of those capacities in order to be crazy enough to want to go onto a street and entertain someone. I mean, it takes a certain level of like disregard for the society in which you live in, you know? I mean, it's not exactly an accepted career. The scale of busking is so fucking huge. It takes a certain level of insanity, and it takes a certain level of like selflessness. Absolutely. I think that's something that absolutely should be talked about in busking communities all the time, is that buskers are selfless beings, and our practice, our service is selfless. We do not do this for us. But I love it, you know, and that's what brings me back every day to busking, is the service, the opportunity of service. And that's what my relationship with music has always been. And it's interesting because they tie together that way. I have made a lot of decisions throughout the years that have enabled me to be a busker. I always had this like doctrine that if I was working 40 hours a week, I would just be too exhausted and not have the time to spend writing my music, because that was the whole point, was to avoid that. I saw that years ago and I was like, I cannot forfeit my life to that. It's shackles to an artist, and I cannot be a part of that. So I sacrificed again and again. It's so hard because people don't understand that. People cannot wrap their heads around why I would make those decisions. And to be perfectly frank, I'm even struggling in this conversation to express that, because I don't fully even understand it. But I do know that music is extremely important in my life, and expression is extremely important in my life. And for me, music and busking are vestiges to that. Music is love in motion. Yeah. It's expression, it's connection. Could understand why